Hi, my name is Leandra, and I am going to do a review for you for single travel. I'm sitting here in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, at the Bahia Principe Adult Resort Hotel. I decided to do reviews. I do a lot of traveling, and I've had people for years to say, why don't you do reviews? Every time we go somewhere, we call you to see what to do, where to do it, and that sort of thing. And when we want to travel. And so I've kind of decided my experience here has led me to say that, yes, I'm going to start doing my travel reviews. I am a single woman and I typically travel alone. I like to travel at least 4 times a year, and I reserve one vacation per year for just myself, to travel just all by myself. Another one I like to do with family. Another one I might do a girls trip. And then another one, I used to take my mom with me, and my mom has since transitioned. And so now I take my aunt with me when I do that trip. But this particular vacation, I am traveling alone. It's it's the end of 2023. And I will be here through the 3rd of January. So I'll bring in the new year here in the Dominican Republic. And the resort that I'm staying in is magnificent. It is beautiful. It's breathtaking and all of those things. However, it leaves a lot to be desired for the service. And I had started jotting down some notes, and I'll get into that one a little bit later. But this particular video, I specifically want to talk about my experience with customer service. It's not been that great, and I'm somebody who likes to stay positive, and so I've given it opportunity after opportunity, thinking, oh, this is a one-off, things will change, and that sort of thing. But one of the reasons that I've hesitated doing reviews up to this point is because I would not want to be judged on my worst day. And so I don't like to judge people on what I consider their worst day. But when you have a chain of events that continue to happen, then you kind of start to think that maybe it's a pattern. And so I do want to speak on that. The experience that I just had, I'm sitting right outside of the spa, and I went there to try to make a spa appointment. Prior to that, I had, this is my first full day here. I flew in, got in here last night, and took me a really long time to get to the resort, and get settled in. And so I slept in today and just had a lazy day. But even in that, the customer service has not been great. And like I said, I'll talk about that in a different video. But I went to schedule my excursions for the week that I'll be here. And I got things settled there. And then I thought, okay, one of the disappointments there is that there is nothing available to do on New Year's Day. And most people who travel, they're looking for stuff to do on New Year's Day. And so I thought, well, that's okay. Things are closed. Nobody wants to do the excursion. People want to spend time with their families. I get that. So I'll just hang out at the resort, and that will be the perfect day for me to do a whole spa treatment. And so I came down to the spa with the intent of booking a spa on New Year's Day, on the 1st. And to my delight, I was looking at their the service packages that they offer, and I saw one for a pretty reasonable price where you can get a massage each day. Now, it's nothing like special. They had one where you can get just a regular massage and one where you can get like a deep tissue massage. And so I thought I would go for the deep tissue. It's a little bit more expensive, but nothing that was too out of the way. So I was going to do that, but I was explaining to them that on New Year's Day, I wanted, like a full service, like a little bit more, where you get the body wrap, the scrub, then the wrap, then you get a facial along with the massage and a pedicure and the whole 9 yards. And so I was kind of explaining that. And in the midst of my explaining, now I guess what would have been important for me to tell you up front is that I didn't know where the spa was. Like I said, today is my first day, and the resort is pretty big. There's a lot of tucks, turns, and curves, and so somebody at the front desk walked me over. And when he got here, he was looking through windows that looks like it's a long line, and they've got several private rooms, and nobody was in any of the rooms. So he said, well, wait here, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go find somebody. So at the very end, he found somebody in there, and there was a lady in there that was given a pedicure. And she told me she would, ask me to have a seat and wait, and she'd be right there with me. no problem. I don't have a problem. I'll sit here and wait. In the meantime, there was a menu of sorts on the counter. So I picked that up and just was kind of looking through to see, so I wouldn't waste her time and I would know what I wanted when she was ready to wait on me. So when she finished, the lady, I had some questions about some of the packages that they had to offer, and I started asking questions about the difference in the service because some of it is in Spanish, which I read a little bit of, but not a lot, and some was in English, and so I just wanted to be sure, what I was packaging, what I was purchasing, and understand what the packages were. And one of them just said, it was just a regular massage, but it was like way more expensive than the same massage on a different page. So I asked about that. And to my delight, I learned that you can get a package for 5 days where you can get a massage every day for 5 days. And I thought, now that's going to change what I want. Maybe I want that instead of just one, you know, something for the first, but I still wanted the full treatment. So she gave me some different prices to kind of cater to what I wanted, to customize what I was looking for. But in the midst of me ordering, she got really frustrated and said to me, I've got somebody waiting on me. I need to go. And I was like, okay, well, I just have, one other question, and I think I'll be able to make my decision. And she huffed and puffed and was, just really kind of rude and disrespectful. And so she says, lady, there's a lady that's been waiting to get her massage. And I said, well, I would like to remind you that I'm a guest here and that I waited patiently, even though there were two of you and one was not doing anything. I waited patiently until it was my turn. And now that it's my turn, I would like to be serviced because this will be my opportunity. This is my day to make all my appointments. And so they waited, and I was able to make the services. But I have to be honest, I really contemplated like even spending the money to do it, because why am I going to spend my money um, to receive that type of customer service? And I still may not. I did make the appointments, but I did read their policy, and I have up to 6 hours before the appointment to cancel before I'm charged half of the price. And so I may or may not. But this has been almost customary. It seems as if people are very laid back and lackadaisical here, which is fine, except for when people are on vacation. They don't want to wait a long period of time. I waited 2 hours for lunch. Took me about 2 hours to schedule my excursions. Took me about 40 minutes, I would say, to schedule the spa appointment because I sat and waited for her to finish somebody who she was doing a pedicure on. And I don't have a problem with that, but like I said, there was another lady who wasn't waiting on anybody that I felt like could have waited on me. The other problem is I feel like at a resort there should be people here who are multilingual. Not a lot of people here speak English. I speak very little Spanish, and so the language barrier is contributed to some of that, but I'm still wanting to give it a chance. This is my first day here, and I do have lots of great things to say about, which I'll do in some of my other reviews, but I had to jump on here and share that as I develop what I'm going to do for the reviews for, I'm not sure if this is going to be a podcast or how I will get this out, but however I do, I'm going to be thinking of a name and some all that, hashtags for people to like and share, subscribe, and that sort of thing. And so, again, this is Leandra Radford, a single traveler who's going to give reviews. And I want to give the good, the bad, and all the in between, the fun things and the excursions that happen in between. So stay tuned. Have a great day.